The shocking moment everyone's talking about in Heartland Season 19 revolves around Nathan Price, but what does it mean for Lou Fleming's future? Michelle Morgan, who plays Lou, shares her thoughts on this jaw-dropping scene and how it impacts the rest of the season. If you've been wondering how Lou will react to these changes, Michelle has the answers. And they're more surprising than you might expect. Michelle Morgan's portrayal of Lou Fleming on Heartland has earned her a special place in the hearts of fans. Lou has been through a lot over the years, from running the family business to balancing her relationships with Peter and Mitch, and still finding time to be the strong, supportive sister to Amy. Her journey has been filled with highs and lows, making her one of the show's most dynamic characters. But Season 19 is different. A new character, Nathan Price, has brought a twist into Lou's already complex life. This season, Michelle takes us deeper into Lou's emotional journey. As she grapples with Nathan's unexpected actions, in this interview, Michelle opens up about her role, what it's like to step into Lou's shoes, and the surprising elements this season brings to the table. Lou's strength as a character is undeniable. She's known for her ability to navigate both the personal and professional challenges that come her way. But as the season progresses, fans are seeing a different side of Lou, one that's vulnerable, conflicted, and questioning everything she thought she knew. It's a season full of twists, and Nathan's shocking scene is just the beginning. Michelle reveals that Lou's response will be far from predictable. That's what makes this chapter so exciting to watch. Michelle's relationship with Lou, as an actress, is built on trust and understanding. She mentions that playing Lou is about more than just acting. It's about truly connecting with the character's internal struggles and evolving along with her. This season, she felt that challenge more than ever. She explains that Lou's character development this year is one of the most complex arcs she's experienced, from dealing with family drama to re-evaluating her own beliefs. Michelle says Lou's journey will resonate with viewers who are also trying to navigate the ups and downs of their own lives. As the interview moves forward, Michelle hints that the shocking scene with Nathan Price isn't just a moment of drama, it's a game changer for Lou, pushing her to make decisions she never saw coming. But what will those decisions be, and how will they affect her future? That's the big question that's on every Heartland fan's mind as the season unfolds. Asterisk. In the heart of Heartland Season 19, one moment stands out above all others: Nathan Price's shocking scene. The unexpected twist involving Nathan doesn't just leave fans stunned. It sends shockwaves through Lou Fleming's life, forcing her to confront some tough truths. For Michelle Morgan, playing Lou in this pivotal moment was an emotional roller coaster, and she knows this scene will be remembered as a defining moment for both her character and the show itself. Nathan Price's entrance into Lou's world wasn't without controversy, but what happened in this particular scene caught everyone off guard. Up until this point, Lou and Nathan have had a complex relationship, one that involves a mix of professional respect and some personal tension. However, the scene that unfolds between them shifts their dynamic entirely. It's a turning point, one that not only alters Lou's perception of Nathan, but also challenges everything she thought she knew about herself and her relationships. Michelle explains that the emotional depth of this scene was something she was eager to explore, but it wasn't easy. Lou has always been the type to stay strong and composed, but this moment cracks that facade, Michelle says. Lou, a character who is so used to being in control, suddenly finds herself in a situation where she has no idea what's coming next. It's a raw moment, one that Michelle feels is pivotal to Lou's growth in this season. It's not just about dealing with Nathan's actions, but also confronting the way those actions affect everything Lou has worked for: her family, her relationships, and her own sense of self. Without giving too much away, Nathan's actions in this scene are jarring, and they leave Lou reeling. The impact is immediate, and Michelle highlights that the emotional consequences will be far-reaching. As Lou begins to process what has happened, she's forced to reflect on the kind of person she wants to be. The scene pushes her to question the people around her, her own decisions, and ultimately, her place in the world she's tried so hard to build. The moment Nathan takes that drastic step, It's like a bomb goes off in Lou's life, Michelle says. It's one of those situations where she can't avoid the fallout, no matter how hard she tries. For Lou, the fallout means facing uncomfortable truths, both about Nathan and herself. It's an opportunity for Lou to finally take a hard look at what matters most to her, but it's also a terrifying experience. As Michelle explains, the scene forces Lou into a space where she has to confront the possibility that some of her greatest fears might be coming true. It's in these kinds of scenes that the true complexity of Lou Fleming's character shines through. For years, fans have watched Lou balance so many different aspects of her life. She's been a businesswoman, a mother, a wife, and a sister. But in this scene with Nathan, Michelle believes Lou has to face one of the hardest challenges yet: vulnerability. She has always been the person everyone looks to for guidance and stability. But in this moment, Lou is forced to admit that she doesn't always have the answers, Michelle says. One of the most compelling aspects of this scene is how it brings out Lou's humanity. Michelle emphasizes that Lou's response isn't one of anger or bitterness, but rather a deep emotional reckoning. There's a lot of fear in this moment, she says. Fear of losing control, fear of making the wrong choice, and fear of disappointing the people she loves. Reactions are raw, and it's clear that she isn't simply reacting to Nathan's actions. She's also reacting to the weight of everything she has to lose. The shock of Nathan's scene also plays into the larger theme of trust, something that has always been at the core of Lou's character. Over the years, Lou has worked hard to earn the trust of those around her. From her family to her friends, trust has always been her foundation. But Nathan's actions test that trust in a way that Lou never expected. Michelle says that this moment is a wake-up call for Lou. It challenges her idea of what trust really means, whether she can continue to trust the people who have been in her life for so long. She explains as Lou begins to process the aftermath of the shocking scene, her journey forward will be filled with uncertainty. But it's not all doom and gloom. Michelle points out that while Lou is reeling from the shock, there's also a sense of resilience that rises to the surface. This is a turning point for Lou. She's been through a lot, but this scene opens her eyes to the fact that she has the strength to move forward even when things seem impossible. Michelle says, "What's fascinating about Nathan's shocking scene is how it lays the foundation for the rest of Lou's arc in season 19. While the immediate aftermath may be filled with confusion and pain, it sparks a transformation in Lou. This moment of crisis is what ultimately drives her forward, pushing her to make difficult decisions that will shape her future in ways she never expected. Michelle hints that, despite the tension and emotional fallout, this is only the beginning of a new chapter for Lou. There are more twists, more surprises, and more moments of growth to come. As we move through the season, we'll see how this shocking scene impacts not just Lou's personal life, but her role in the Heartland community. There's a lot at stake for Lou in season 19. Nathan's actions are just the beginning of the challenges she'll face. Michelle's performance in this scene highlights the emotional weight of the moment, and it's clear that the consequences will linger long after the credits roll. For Lou, the road ahead is uncertain, but Nathan Price's shocking scene may have shattered Lou's world in the moment. But it's what comes next that will truly define her character in Heartland. Season 19. In the wake of this unexpected betrayal, Lou is left standing at a crossroads, facing tough decisions that will test her resilience, her relationships, and her sense of identity. For Michelle Morgan, playing this chapter of Lou's journey is both challenging and rewarding, as it offers a chance to explore new dimensions of a character, as fans have known for years. One of the most compelling aspects of Lou's storyline moving forward is her internal struggle. Having been so focused on her family and career, Lou is now forced to reevaluate what truly matters to her. In this season, Lou is going through a major transition, Michelle explains. Always been the one to put others first, to keep things running smoothly. But after Nathan's shocking act, she's forced to ask herself, what's best for me? This pivotal moment sets the stage for Lou to take ownership of her own happiness and to redefine her priorities. Not just for herself, but for her family as well. At the heart of Lou's journey is her relationship with her family, particularly with her children. Her sister Amy and her complicated dynamics with Mitch and Peter. Michelle hints that Lou's relationships will undergo a significant transformation in this season. Lou has always been a rock for her family, but now she's facing the harsh reality that she can't do it all alone, Michelle says. The aftermath of Nathan's actions forces Lou to lean on those around her in ways she hasn't before, and it will be interesting to see how these relationships evolve. Will Lou be able to rebuild trust with those she loves, or will this betrayal cause irreparable damage? One of the most anticipated aspects of Lou's future is her evolving role in the Heartland community. As the show has progressed, Lou has grown from a determined young woman into a confident, albeit conflicted adult. But the events of this season are a catalyst for her growth. Lou is learning that it's okay to not have all the answers, Michelle says. Sometimes you have to take a step back, assess where you are, and figure out where you want to go. This season really shows her grappling with the complexity of that. While some might expect Lou to retreat into herself after such a shocking experience, Michelle hints that Lou will rise above the challenges in ways that are both empowering and eye-opening. We're going to see Lou become more self-aware, she reveals. She's no longer just a character defined by what others expect of her. She's discovering who she truly is, and that's going to be a powerful evolution.
Oh.
This shift in Lou's character will resonate deeply with fans, especially those who've watched her navigate so many ups and downs in the past. However, the road ahead won't be easy. Michelle explains that Lou will face some tough decisions in the coming episodes. The emotional toll of Nathan's actions won't just fade away. Lou has to make some hard choices about what kind of future she wants to build for herself and her family, she says. It's clear that Lou's journey will be filled with both triumphs and heartaches, and her ability to confront these challenges head-on will be a testament to her strength. Beyond her personal growth, Lou's professional life will also be affected by the fallout from Nathan's actions. As the show progresses, we see Lou navigating her role as a businesswoman at Heartland Ranch. Lou has always been driven, but she's starting to realize that success doesn't just come from hard work. It also comes from knowing when to ask for help, when to trust, and when to take a step back, Michelle says. This shift in Lou's mindset will affect not just her own business ventures, but her approach to leadership and family decisions moving forward. In a way, Nathan's shockingly disruptive presence in Lou's life has become a catalyst for much-needed change. It's not just about recovery, it's about reinvention. Fans will witness Lou evolve in a way that's grounded in her past, but brimming with possibility for her future. Sometimes things fall apart before they can fall into place, Michelle adds. This transformation is one that Lou will not face alone. Her loved ones, both new and old, will play key roles in supporting her through this journey. As the season progresses, Lou will continue to surprise fans with her resilience. The aftermath of Nathan's shocking scene may have shaken Lou to her core, but it's what she does next that will truly showcase her inner strength. With her emotional foundation redefined, Lou is primed for a new chapter in her life, and it's one filled with growth, hard choices, and a path toward healing. For Michelle Morgan, this is just the beginning of a fresh and compelling arc for Lou, one that will keep fans eagerly watching as Lou takes control of her destiny. Step by emotional step, filming Heartland isn't just about portraying Lou Fleming's journey, it's also about the incredible bond that exists between the cast and crew. Michelle Morgan shares that the behind-the-scenes experience this season has been one of the most rewarding parts of the process. Every season brings its own challenges and triumphs, but season 19, with its intense emotional scenes, it's particularly special, she says. For Michelle, playing Lou during this dramatic season means not only diving into a character's complex emotions, but also working closely with her co-stars and the entire its production team to bring the story to life. One of the key elements that Michelle believes contributes to Lou's authenticity this season is the collaborative nature of the set. When you're doing scenes like the one with Nathan Price, the energy on set is palpable, Michelle shares. It's not just about hitting your marks or delivering lines. It's about sharing those moments with your fellow actors and feeding off their energy. She highlights how the entire cast, from Amber Marshall, Amy, to Chris Potter, Tim, plays a role in helping each other bring out the best in their performances. It's a team effort, Michelle emphasizes, and we all rely on each other to make these moments feel real and impactful. The behind-the-scenes atmosphere also helps create the emotional depth needed for scenes like Nathan Price's shocking moment. Michelle explains that the set itself is a nurturing environment that fosters emotional vulnerability. When you're filming a scene like this, you want to make sure you're all in it together, she explains. There's a lot of trust between the actors, especially in such high-stakes scenes, and that trust is vital for bringing that emotion to life. Michelle speaks with admiration for her co-stars, noting how the bond between Lou and the other characters, particularly Amy, adds a layer of depth to the scene. Amber and I have such a strong relationship, both on and off screen, and that translates into our performances, she says. The chemistry between the two actresses brings a sense of solidarity and support that is essential for Lou's emotional journey this season. One thing that Michelle particularly loves about Heartland is the sense of family that extends beyond the on-screen relationships. The crew, from the directors to the camera operators, all contribute to making the show feel like a home.
Oh.
There's a real family vibe on set, she explains. Everyone is committed to the show's success, and that makes every scene feel like a piece of something bigger. For Michelle, this connection is vital in creating the authenticity that viewers feel when they watch Lou's story unfold. The entire cast and crew work in unison to bring out the layers of Lou's character, and this collective effort is reflected in every frame of the show. As Michelle reflects on the process of filming this season, she also touches on the personal growth that occurs when you're immersed in such an emotionally demanding role. When you're playing a character like Lou, you go through a lot of emotional growth yourself, Michelle admits. It's not just about showing up and delivering lines. It's about understanding the emotional arc and where the character needs to go next. Michelle explains that in order to fully embody Lou's journey, she has to connect with the character on a deeper level. There are moments where I have to tap into my own emotions, my own fears and vulnerabilities, in order to portray Lou's struggle authentically, she says. The emotional depth Michelle brings to Lou's character isn't just scripted. It's an evolution that happens organically as she continues to grow with the role. The experience of filming Season 19 has also had an impact on Michelle's personal connection with Lou. I've been playing Lou for so long, but each season feels fresh, she says. Lou continues to evolve, and with each new challenge, I find new facets of her personality that I hadn't explored before. Michelle admits that at the start of each season, she doesn't always know what to expect from Lou, but that's what keeps the character so dynamic and engaging. There's always something new to discover about her, and that's what keeps me excited to come to work every day. Behind the scenes, Michelle has nothing but praise for the writing team that crafts these powerful arcs for Lou. The writers have done an incredible job of making Lou's journey feel grounded and authentic, Michelle says. They create these complex emotional situations for her, and it's up to me to make sure I bring that to life as honestly as possible. As Michelle dives into Lou's emotional turmoil this season, she credits the writing team for creating a space where Lou's internal struggles feel just as important as the external drama. One of Michelle's favorite aspects of the behind-the-scenes process is the collaborative nature of the show's creative team. It's a collaborative environment where every department has input, from the costume designers to the set designers, she explains. It all comes together to create a world where Lou's story makes sense and feels real, Michelle reveals. That the sets, the costumes, and the overall atmosphere all contribute to bringing Lou's emotional journey to life. From the picturesque Heartland Ranch to the intimate moments in Lou's home, every detail plays a part in grounding her story in reality. Ultimately, it's this sense of collaboration and trust that makes working on Heartland such a fulfilling experience for Michelle. At the end of the day, we're all working toward the same goal: to tell Lou's story as authentically as possible, she says. As the season continues to unfold, viewers can expect to see even more powerful moments, with each one carefully crafted by the entire team behind Heartland. Michelle's deep connection with Lou, combined with the support of her talented co-stars and crew, ensures that Lou's journey will continue to captivate audiences in the most compelling way possible.